Hello and welcome to How to Be Human. Can you believe it? It's the last day of September already. Oh my goodness. How the time flies, right? And last day of September also means last day of the Sharpen Your Focus Challenge. I wonder how you've been doing with that. Those of you who participated, let me know how you fared, how it went for you, whether it helped you or maybe not, what I could do better next time. And also, coming October, there will be a webinar and classes for you, for those of you who really want to dig in, nose to the grindstone, working on themselves, finding their purpose, and also find out about how to actually apply it in everyday life, because sometimes that's the hardest part. So we will dive into that and I'll let you know as soon as I have a date, and stay tuned. For now, let's dive into today's topic of toxic self-acceptance. This sounds a little counterintuitive, right? There are many good things for us out there, even if it doesn't seem like it sometimes. We all go through hard times in our lives when we feel unworthy, not good enough, unlovable, anxious, frustrated, or like victims of our circumstances. Sometimes these challenges are of short duration and we get over it fairly quickly. But sometimes they last for weeks, even months, even years. Especially if you have gone through trauma. Overcoming trauma can be a lifelong struggle. No matter how long we have been on the journey of inner healing and transformation, we eventually come across things that will make us feel better. Amongst these feel-good solutions, there are those who truly help us and those who are fake. On the fake side, this can be drugs or any other kind of addiction. The feel better effect is only temporary and we start to need more and more of whatever the drug of our choice is. Be it cocaine, work, sport, or sugar. We all know these things are bad for us. However, once hooked, it can become really difficult to get off it again, especially with anything that chemically alters our inner systems. On the other hand, getting to know and love ourselves for who we truly are is the ticket to lasting peace, happiness, and love. So the first step to start our journey of inner healing is self-acceptance. When we accept ourselves for where we are and how we are in every moment, negative self-talk stops and we develop a more positive, caring attitude towards ourselves and towards life. This creates a space for healing and transformation. For example, somebody who was constantly told as a kid that whatever they did was mediocre at best, will believe as an adult that they are not good enough to achieve great goals or whatever great things, and therefore will either never really try and or sabotage themselves all the way. The moment they realize they are good enough the way they are will be an epiphany that can be a turning point in their life. Or other example, somebody who has been struggling with weight issues, whether it's too much or too little weight, will start to feel much better once they realize that they are lovable, no matter whether they can hide behind a broomstick or have XXL love handles. Here, the whole body positivity movement has helped many people to stop striving for sometimes really ridiculous beauty ideals and instead accept their bodies the way they are. Now the big question, how can something so apparently positive as self-acceptance become toxic and thus bad for us? The answer to that question is actually pretty simple. Accepting the answer and facing the consequences, however, is often not. The answer is that something is bad for us if it supports unhealthy behavior or prevents necessary change towards health. So, how does self-acceptance become toxic? It does so when the phrase, "I accept myself the way I am," becomes an excuse so we don't have to address any issues and don't have to change any habits. Coming back to the person with weight issues as an example. Let's say they are overweight and it's affecting their cardiovascular system and their joints. Namely, they have high blood pressure, an increased risk of heart attacks, and an early onset of osteoarthritis. If they keep using self-acceptance as an excuse to not change their eating habits and maybe move more instead of sitting in front of a screen all day, their health issues won't become better. In fact, they highly likely become worse, affecting not only themselves, but over time also their loved ones and even strangers. Just imagine they have a heart attack while driving and run somebody over, severely injuring or even killing them. No matter the situation, using self-acceptance as an excuse is not self-love. It's self-deception, period. If we want to truly heal and live a happy, healthy life, acceptance is only the first step in the process of healing. Integration and transformation are the others. In fact, this is an ongoing process of inner growth. As humans, we would naturally never stop transforming. However, we often keep ourselves from necessary changes because we are afraid of what we unconsciously know we have to face if we truly want to become ourselves. Thus, we keep ourselves stuck in a loop of self-deception, telling ourselves that life is not so bad, but inside our soul is suffering and yearning to shine its true light. So, whenever you have an inner crisis, instead of drowning it out with senseless activity and whatever excuse, ask yourself, who do I really want to be? What is my life's purpose? And how do I want to dedicate my life to it? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. It really helps me keeping the algorithms happy and also keeps you informed about whatever is going on, especially about the upcoming webinar and classes. I hope to see you soon again here, and until then, I send you lots of love and light from my heart to yours.